Alrighty then. Successful Indie Author 5-Minute Focus, episode 280, Digging Deep. When you're down, you have to get up. It's an important axiom of life. And if you're writing and you're feeling down, you have to get up. You have to get back into writing because that's what you're doing. You're a writer, right? You're an author. You tell stories. Even if you haven't sold any yet, you're stockpiling them. You're writing a story, then you're writing the next story, and you keep going and going. You have to look at why you want to keep writing. Is it about the storytelling? And eventually, being a self-published author and being one who is a proponent of selling your work, get it in front of strangers. Let other people enjoy the tale. Let other people be lifted by your story. Share in the world that you've built, the good stuff that comes along with being a published author. If you think you've been digging deep your whole life, surprise, I think that's your baseline. And instead of digging deep, now there's farther to go. You're not digging deep. It's just you live down at this level of angst when it comes to doing stuff. Some people have a hard time getting stuff done. Well, that's your baseline. If it's supposedly a hard time, and that's only that. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's not. I know I don't want to go out like last night. I need to go out and cut trees. And you know what I did? I did not go out there and cut trees down because I've got some limbs hanging over. We'll deal with it. I wasn't digging deep, but that was a baseline. I got my stuff done. I got my 4,000 words done that I needed to get done. I got some other marketing stuff done. I did what I had to for my business. Deeper would have been saying, no, I don't want to watch any TV. Let me go out there, even though I'm not breathing great. And so let me get this stuff done. So maybe I'll get that done today, probably. Digging deep. And then tomorrow back on what is that base? I need 3,000 words a day. I need to do this much on marketing. I need to do these other things. I need to make sure I got the 5-minute focus ready. And then that's it. Checklists are my friends. They're what I make sure I get done each day. I need to check something off, no matter what it is. I always have a cup of coffee, so I can't put that on the list, but I should. It's an easy check mark first thing in the morning. When you're looking at digging deep, and if you feel like you're having to dig deep too often to do stuff that's in your primary focus, go back to your objectives, go back to your priorities and see what's number one, what's number two, and what's number three. And you'll line those up. And this is what I reasoned last night instead of going out and cutting some limbs down, is that, hey, I've got a yard crew that'll come by in a couple weeks and I'll just tag them and they can take them down and then drag them over to the sinkhole and dump them in. Okay. Which is probably what I'll end up doing. I don't have to do it as long as it gets done. Part of the priorities. I need to get those words because nobody else can get those words for me. I need to get those words. I need to do this on these other things and so on down the line. And I get outside and walk enough with Stanley that it's not like I'm shorting myself on physical fitness. So where is deep? Deep was getting 4,000 instead of 3,000 words. I'm satisfied with that. I'm doing what I need to do. I call it the D&D effect. When you're telling stories, you're building a world and then you're going to invite other people in. So don't drop. As the game master, you bring people in and you share that world. You have some snacks together. You tell some jokes and you move forward and you disappear into this quest for something greater. I had good internet, but then I couldn't breathe well. So didn't want to have to cough all the way. Let me stop the camera. So you disappear into this quest together. And this is what you're doing with the story. It's less interactive. You story, you have some readers look at it and you tweak the story so people have fewer questions. They're just embroiled in the elements of your quest, and then move on to the next story. So the finished product, this is a trophy to your diligence. So getting that product finished, that's when you've dug deep, you've gotten done. And then you move on to the next one. But if you feel like you're always digging deep, no, that's your baseline. Understand what activity level you're capable of doing and do that. Digging deep is one level deeper, going farther than you thought you could. You shouldn't have to do that every day. So what you think you can do and what you know you can do, let's find that good, happy medium of here's where I really am. Here's what I'm really capable of doing each day. Just need to get it done. And then going a little bit farther, that's the digging deep part. Understand where you are and what you're capable of. And you're capable of a lot more than you think you are. So you can make it happen by doing the right things, by prioritizing and getting those things done first. Then deep isn't as hard as you think it is, because then it's the next thing on the list. You go do it, knock a little bit off, and then move forward. All right. Hopefully that helped. A little bit of rambling, but I believe we all have another gear that we can take, that we can get to a greater level when we need to. Just we need to understand where we start from to get there. All right. Peace, fellow humans.